Okay, folks, welcome back to another transmission from deep into the campaign. And for those of my regular comers, y'all know who this is, y'all know what this is. Welcome back. And to the newcomers, sink the Bismarck with Wolf 190D here, your captain, your host. All right, so we're going to start. We are going to start our island hopping campaign. Didn't I just put this over? What's going on here? 10 transports. Wow, if this seems like deja vu, it's probably because it is. Let me see something real quick. Yep, okay, there we go. There's the Niobes. The Niobes. Let's see here. Okay, there's that, there's that. Research, what do we got coming down the pipe? We got 2 turns on another turret mechanisms, which is small gun barrels number 6 for our 2-inch and lower guns to make them 12 inches long. Hull strengthening. Dreadnought 5 is about to be obsolete, and then we have super battleships 1 and 2 coming down the pipe. Oh boy. I'm going to take off of small guns real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and push cruiser designs a little bit harder. If memory serves me right, there's some kind of like a hybrid destroyer at the end of the destroyer tech tree, which almost look like a really, really big version of a PT boat or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. Okay. So, oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh my goodness, where is all that coming from? Okay, so there's the Nuremberg. Ah, yes, the Danzigs, or not the Danzigs, the Geyers. The ones that I'm putting back into dock here. Let me see, Danzig. Okay, the one in Tsingtao. Bay of Biscay. There's another Geyer over here. Oh, yes. Okay. Japan. Can we do Japan? We can't do France, but we can do Japan. So let's go into the Maldives. Let's go ahead and set that up. And actually, I think that was the problem is I was going to do another clip off of my last run, but my power flipped. Okay, so anyway, we are into September. We got, I think, one of our fleets. Yeah, the Verths. They're going off over there. The Bayerns are keeping an eye on things right here. And where are my other Verths? My other Verths are off the eastern South American coast. Rio de Janeiro and Rio Grande. We're still not engaging that fleet, though. I don't know what the deal is. Let's move. And I'm going to put them right in there and see if we can't. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can't force that engagement, and then the turn after that we can go after one of these other places. Let me see here. Majuro has 2 destroyers. I'm going to move one of these guys, or maybe both of them. Let's just move one of them out to Hawaii. We'll move one of them to Pearl Harbor. Okay, next turn it is. I'm really considering upping my crew training too. Okay, we got some meetings going on here. No, 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 no. They're going to be the only ones left soon. Okay. Two single 6.4 inch guns. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. So these battle cruisers capable of 27 knots. Mark III technology, actually. So the Mark III turrets still look like that. Oh, they have it. Let's see here. Are these the 16? Yeah, these are the 16s. So let's go ahead and follow, and then we're going to go zippity-doo-dah. Chasing off after this guy. Now, getting into World War II, the Germans actually had those Zetocht radars that were very advanced. Got torpedoes, but his range is minimal. Man, that one shot busted a hole. Oh my God! Look at that hole right there. I can't believe the bow end off of that ship. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Argentina is invading southern Brazil. France and failed to gain control of the West Philippines. And Brazil's new leader. We're doing southern Brazil. No, I want the Argentinians to go ahead and capture that. Let the Argentinians have their fun down there. Okay. Now what do we got? Oh, that's because it's the Argentinian Navy. Okay, well, let's put you guys over there. And these are also Verth class ships, so we'll put you guys. Where's he headed? Moving to Georgetown. Okay. Now those guys have been upgraded a couple of times. Kron Prince. Oops, wait a second. No, 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 no. This is a Koenig. This guy goes with these guys. And this guy with his 1600s and okay, yes. This guy is going to move out to here. And we're going to set him on protect. Okay, let's put him in there. Okay. Which means, let's see here, we can resume and maybe resume. There we go. Okay. Actually, well, good grief. Yeah, okay. Move the Crown Prince. That's the one that goes down there. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Got some 1600 class destroyers there. Those are 2000s. Those are 1600s. Those are 1500s. But that's also one of those 42s. Yeah. Okay. Okay, for France, where's the next port of call that we would like to go to? Let's go to Pago Pago in Eastern Samoa, Eastern or Western. This guy can sit here for 2 turns and do both of them. Um, Eastern Samoa, yes. Okay, this other fleet is sitting there, and we've got him in 2 more turns. Okay, submarine. We've got more submarine action going on over here. 8 transports, and we sank 7 of them. Man, these guys are just racking it up, aren't they? And they're really only green after all this. They're green. Speaking of which, let's see what happens if we jack the crew training up to about 75%. There we go, about 75%. And the average training is going to be regular. Very nice. Naval invasion there, naval invasion there. 2 turns there, 2 turns there. Okay, so the next Japanese invasion is going to happen in Western Australia. Because we're doing a French invasion this turn. Yeah, the Chinese are gonna roll into Cochin China. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Yep. What cruisers are coming up next? 1700. Advanced Armored Cruiser number 1 and the Modern Heavy Cruiser number 2. I think that's going to be the Graf Spee class, the Deutschland class Panzerschiffs, as they were called. Which, yes, it's a pocket battleship, but um, actually, Panzerschiff is literally armored ship. Okay. So I'll have to pull up the information for the uh-oh, Mackensen class battle cruisers. Oh, the Admiral Hippers were preceded by the Deutschlands. The Deutschlands are they're classified as heavy cruisers, but the Germans called them pocket battleships. Oh wow! So the Deutschland class weighed in at full load 14,290 tons, whereas the Admiral Hippers full load was 18,200 tons. Yeah. Okay. So we've got 2 turns on those. Exciting things are happening. Very, very exciting things. Okay. Moving on to the next turn, I do believe. We're gonna start chirping through turns here. Um, at least I'm gonna try to. Because now what it's coming down to is just a matter of cleaning up some of the stragglers and then what's going to happen with our final war. Um, Geez, if I have to pack all of my fleets into the Mediterranean, that's going to be really complicated. For months, 3/4 of my fleet, I think, is going to be obsolete. Actually, all of my battleships will be obsolete in 8 more months. All right, so let's see. Put them in a fight. Small gun barrels, okay. And we're not losing transports anywhere. Submarine, 5 transports with 3 submarines. Boom, all gone. 3 more turns for British Guiana. Okay, we've got 2 turns and 4 turns for those guys. Okay, these ships are all. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, 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 nope. Finances. Let me see here. No, I can't resume this one. That's what's going to happen. Okay. So these guys are just going to stay here for now. But put them up there. Ah, and I've got a ship that doesn't belong. Move to, I think, Georgetown, right? I think. Let me see here. Nope, that's a 15. There it is. Okay. Move to Port de Paix. There we go. Okay, those are 16s. Didn't I move him somewhere? Oh, yes, I had. I remember this now. He's supposed to be coming over here. This whole task force is supposed to be coming over there. One more. So let me see here. We've got 3 more turns for British Guiana. We've got 1 more turn for Port Via. We've got 1 more turn for Malay. And we got 2 more turns there. So let me see here. Politics, what do we got? The Japanese. Ah, yes. Western Australia, I think, is what I had said would be next. Yes, yes. Okay, good. So Japan, naval invasion, Western Australia. Go. All right. Northern Brazil, huh? Southern Brazil makes more money, interestingly enough. But then again, it's where all the major ports are: Rio de Janeiro, Santos, Rio Grande. Um, hmm. There aren't any regular Kernigs left, so let's go ahead and nix that. The Hessens. Hmm. Where do I want to put those last two? We'll go with Friedrich Wilhelmshaven, which is in German Guiana or German Guinea, one of the two. German New Guinea. Hmm. 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 Actually, in retrospect, Repulse class battle cruisers. .22-inch torpedoes. Sweden wants two Thuringias. No. Denmark wants 3 Niobes. No. Not at 75%. Vanuatu. Vanuatu, yes. I think it was New Caledonia, or do I want to go after northern Brazil? Are the French they're no longer friendly with Brazil. Okay, well. Hmm. Hmm. About 60,000 tons now, so I can go ahead and open that guy back up. Um, okay, and then let me see here. Hmm. Okay, and I think that fleet, yeah, he's the last of the 1500 holdouts. So let's grab these two 1600s. New Caledonia. Yeah, the Bayerns will be the first ships to go. Mark III 16s. Oh, duh. Let me see here. What do we have for time? We got plenty. Plenty of time. All right, so let's see about some free-ranging pocket battleships, if that's what we got. Modern heavy cruiser 2, which means we can also build the Prinz Eugens. But yep, that would be the hull on which we can build the Graf Spee, or the rather the Deutschland class um, ships. So they were built between 1929 and 1936. There were three of them that were finished. But anyway, it had two triple 11-inch guns. Oh, but the propulsion was diesel engines. I think they were one of the first ships to actually mount diesel engines. We don't have diesel engines yet, so we'll have to make do with what we got until we can refit. But anyway, the weight on them was 14,290 tons. So 14,000, let me see here. These aren't the Herthas, these are the Deutschlands. Oops, the Deutschland class. Capable of a speed of 28 knots, which isn't terribly fast, mind you. Well, 28, I think 28.2 or something like that. Was it 20? No, it was 28 knots. Okay, so they were capable of 28 knots. We'll outfit them with, we'll say geared turbines for now. All right, we're not going to build that many of them just yet. Okay. 18,200. 18,000, or no, not 18, I'm sorry, 14,290. Oof. They really were compact, weren't they? All right, so length was 610 foot 3 inches. And the beam, 6711. And that's what we're going to get on the beam, is that right there. The draft, 23.9. Okay, so let's do 14, 23.9, 13. Somebody explain how 13 goes to 24.10 and 14% goes to 24.1. 12, 10, 23.9, I think it was, right? So 10.5. Oh yeah, 23 feet 9 inches. So 10.5, 10.9. And then 11 goes up to, no, wow, what? 11 and a half, 23.9. So 11, 4, 11, 3, 23.6. That's what we're getting. Okay. And it was 14,290 would be the maximum displacement. Okay. The dimensions are down more or less, though, at 612 foot 5 inches. It's a little longer than it should have been, than it actually was. That's okay. This is something that we can work with. So let's go ahead into the towers. Go with the big triangular tower, the topmost one. And then for secondary towers, let's see here, 17 and a half with 8. There's a 2 long range accuracy, 6 long range accuracy. Okay, well let's go with this rear guy then. All right, let me see here. What were the? There we go. Okay. Now, granted, the rear on this is a lot more rounded, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have to do a modified thingy or an upgrading on another one. Wow, that's adorable. Okay, so we don't need the big one. Just take the smallest possible funnel station. Okay, that'll work. All right, she's got cranes. Now, were they 11s or were they 11 ones? I can never remember. It looks like they're 11s, but we can always go back and modify with a refit. So anyway, centerline guns, 11-inch, triple barrel 11-inch guns. All right, we got one there, and we got, I think, one there. But let's jimmy this some more. Okay. Doesn't that look lovely? Though the problem is the forward weight's going to be really weird. So maybe, I don't know. Let me see something real quick. Let's see here. Hmm. No, it had the triangular tower, but the thing is that it didn't have this great big long. Let me see here. That's that. That's that. I mean, the weird part of it is that that actually looks almost right. But let's take that off. We'll put triangular tower number 2 on here. Hmm. It's the superstructure that's a little off. It's the superstructure that's a little, and actually, because there's a rear mount, that's actually not the right rear. Um, yeah, see, that actually has to be that. Okay. Now, that goes like that, and that goes like that. That's getting to be more shaped up as to where we want it. Okay. Okay. Now that looks good. It looks better. Anyway. It's got 8 single turrets. Which again, that's the weird thing. The single turrets aren't going to fit. So if we got 8 singles, 2, 4, and 6. You see, it's still not quite going to be right. 8 5.9s. So those are 5.9s. Okay, and those are. Let me see here. Armament. Each in single mountings arranged amidships. So basically, yeah, we're just gonna have to live with the twin mounts, and then we're gonna go to 88s, and the 88s were all supposed to be in single mounts. 2 triple turrets, 1 on either end. 52 caliber is what the oh wow. Let's see here. That's 55. That's 54. That's 53. And that should be 52. Yeah, is it 52 or 52 and a half? 52 caliber. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we got for 88 singles. Now here's where things get a little odd. 2. You know what? We're just going to do doubles. There. Oh, and that does remind me. Nope, it's just 2. It looks like it's got a pair of quads. Let me see here. Armament. Yeah, I think it was a pair of quad torpedo launchers of the 21-inch variety. Go with electric prop, 21-inch torpedo tubes, boom and boom. Okay. It's not a very stable ship at all, is it? Yeah, no. Well, whatever. What are you going to do? Casement guns, 2-inch. Let's see, what do we got for 2-inch mountings? We got 2-inch mountings all over the place on this thing, actually. There's some 2-inch quads. We could put a set of 2-inch quads in there, but I don't think we need that much. Okay, what about here and there? There we go. Maybe. No, we'll leave them right up there. I guess those and those. Okay. So two, and I think they said 47 or 37 millimeter actually, but we're going to go ahead and upgun these to 57 millimeter. All right, there we go, and there we go. Okay, range finders. We want the stereoscopics on these guys, and because mainly we're going to try to stay at range. Let's go with let me see here, 70, 65, much better. So tower weight 8%, tower weight 10%. Let's go with the hydrophones. Wait a minute, what was it supposed to be? It was 14,290. Oh, good grief. 14,290. And it's not going to go that low. So let's just say, we'll just set it at 15,000 tons. I like even numbers. You guys don't have to do that. Anyway. All right, so she's armed to the teeth. We've got 11s, 5 9s, 3.5s, and then 57s. And those 5.5s actually do just stick. Natural boiler geared turbine with an
mic off, mic on.
With an auxiliary diesel engine. We'll go with shaft number 2 and electro-hydraulic steering number 2. Prop 4 with a 4-inch barbette, anti-torp 2, double hull, double reinforce, anti-flood 2, and citadel number 3. Standard ratio of shells. Let's go with cap shells and high capacities. At a standard ratio. Standard shell size. Enhanced reloading. Electro-hydraulic turrets. Standard ammo on the torpedoes. And an RDF rangefinder. Okay, what are we looking at for armor? Armor, the turret armor, wow, the turret armor was really light. The belt armor also was really light. say 12 inches of armor, 3 inches on the top, and a 12-inch bar. But we'll stick with the standard 12-inch bar bet. A 3-inch main deck, a 2-inch forward deck, and a 3-inch after deck. Okay, now we can bring that down. There we go. Okay. The main belt is supposed to be only like 3 inches, which is actually really thin. What's the maximum on these cruisers? It's 10-inch. Good lord, that's not a heavy cruiser. That's a battle cruiser. Let's say 6 inches on the main belt. We'll say 4 inches on the fore, 4 inches on the aft. Actually, I would rather over armor towards the stern belt anyway. So 3, there we go. The conning tower, what can we put the conning tower to? 9 inches, and the superstructure we'll put at 1.5. God, it's not it's not very stable at all, is it? We got the right number 88. So just needed one more position for one of those 5-inch guns. The fact that they got 8 of those in single mounts all the way around is really, it's really actually quite impressive. What is the hull rated for anyway? 29 knots? Why don't we just go to 29 knots then? There we go. Increase the engine machinery. It'll make it a little bit more stable. Get it down into more acceptable ranges anyway, and then we can play with that even more when we finally get diesel engines. Happens if we drop it to turbo electric. Funny, the turbo electrics actually are even more efficient. Okay. Yeah, we got a nice tight citadel on this thing actually. It still doesn't look quite right, but triangular tower 2. That's what we put on there. I don't know, man. It's almost like it's supposed to be the next step up. Triangular tower number whatever number that is. Let's go back to that one real quick. I know it's gonna booger. It's gonna completely botch the entire balancing thing that I had just done with it. But you know, what are you gonna do? Okay. It's just because the historical images show it being a little bit longer on the stern, and actually this would have been reversed with the let's see here. Ah, there we go. Okay, good. And technically the funnel's reversed here because there was a float plane that's supposed to go up in that part of the ship. So that's gonna do that, which means we do need to go back to the geared turbines. Okay, let's go back to the double geared turbine. There we go. All right. Well, that's a little better. Half an inch over on the stern armoring. That's fine. Oh no. That's actually a problem now, because I don't have any of the secondary guns on here. Oh man. Um, yeah. Oh. Well, gee. Yeah, let's just do it like that. Okay. Now we got a ridiculous amount of weight to offset. Bu- 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 Okay. That's a little better. And that's a lot of better. That that looks close enough for government work, I think. Feasibly, if I wanted to get the right number of 150s, I'd put triple turrets. Let me see here. 42, 46. Yeah, it's not much of a difference, honestly, so why not? Let's just go ahead and slap them on there. There we go. All right. All right. So let me see here. Can we go back up to 6.5? Can we go back up to 7? We can go back up to 7. Look at that. Everything works out for a reason. 3 and 2 on the belt, on the inner belts. And then the 88s are 1.5 and a ½ inch on the top just to give them a bit of splinter protection. Okay. 11-inch guns are 52 caliber. The 150s are 48s. And the 88s are L50s. Everything's all tucked into there real good. We got 21-inch deck torpedoes with a range of 10.6 kilometers and electric stealth mode propellers on them. Okay. Still too much. Can I go up to many bulkheads? Nope, cannot. Like I said, might be doing a good bit of refitting when the diesel engines come up. But until then, that. Oh no! Wait a minute. Okay. Oh boy. That's what happens when you start jimmying with things. There we go. That actually will work, I think. So, let's go ahead and say that's that. Welcome to the war, Deutschland class pocket battleships. Okay. Okay. All right. So, folks, that's going to take care of that for this episode. So, anyway, be sure to tune in next time, please, for a continuation of this particular campaign. I know it's maybe seems like it's dragging a little bit, but we are progressing. Um, and more wars to come. We got China and we've got Austria-Hungary still that need to be dealt with, and both of those are, I think, more technologically advanced. So it should be interesting. Anyway, till next time, folks. This is your captain speaking, signing off.